One side.
All right, X guard. Okay, he can stand up, so kind of even it up. Okay, my back leg hooks through to the top. My front leg hooks through to the bottom. See where I'm at? My arm comes up and controls above the knee. I get a counter pressure here, so if he tries to step over, it's tough. I'm lifting up here, so if he's trying to lift that leg up, it makes it easier for me to take him off balance. Okay? This is my basic position. There's different ways to get into it. We'll go over some of the ways to get into it. All right, so I'm going to show, we're talking about the X guard this week. If you missed yesterday's class, I'm sorry, but the show must go on. It's Wednesday, we're into Unit 2, okay? Getting into the X guard, okay, if I'm doing my butterfly guard and he's standing up, there's a lot of space. I don't want to be flat on my back if I can help it, okay? So if I'm here, all right, I can come under, I can get under this leg here, okay, and bring this leg to here. I want to get this leg up on my shoulder and scoop my butt underneath, okay? If I'm out here, if I'm facing this way, I don't have a lot of, I'm not in a good position. If I'm way out here, right, I don't have a good position. The strength from the X guard comes from being up under, okay? So if I'm here, holding on to the knees, right, a lot of times you get into this type of situation, no ease, you're trying to move your gaze forward, right? So I'm gonna underhook this leg, right? And pull my shoulder under, and see I'm hooking this leg at the same time, and then I scoop my butt underneath. Notice my grip is over top of his knee on the thigh, and I'm here and here. Okay? So nice little entry here. Okay, so I'm here, he's moving around. Yeah, helps pull me up. Okay, boom. I'm under, back leg kicks through. Get this leg up on the shoulder. And over here. Check. I'm going to give you guys 2 entries to work right now. The other one's similar. Okay? If I'm standing up, and I'm not. I don't want to be flat on my back where you can just pick my feet up and pass. So if I come up, come to the outside, look at the hook here. Okay? Pass it. Okay? This is very frustrating. Okay? Because I'm wrapped around the back of the leg and I got the hook here. Okay? At the same time, if he's putting pressure to try to pass, if he tries to come this way, right, he's falling right into where I want to be for my X guard. So it's very similar, and then I've got this inside hook, but I just want to give you guys a couple options. You'll even see some cats come in, right, boom, sit here, go right to X guard, and sit to guard, okay? Come in a no-gi situation, right? Boom. Open this single. Sit this leg here. Boom. And right into X guard. Okay? It's not as common anymore because people are better at defending the X guard. But when the X guard first came out, people were sitting right to it and giving people a lot of trouble. It's important to know these basic, it used to be X guard was advanced. But now if you don't know it, somebody does, they're going to give you a whole lot of trouble there. So that's why we go over the basics of it. Okay? So, here, put my hook across here, turn the leg, okay? I come under this leg here, I scoot under, and I get this hook up in here. Okay? Where does this leg go? Up on the shoulder, fall in here. Okay? And then similarly, up here, move around, pull me up, come under, I'm making my hook here. I got all four limbs on him. Boom, get right underneath where I can lift. It makes all sorts of problems for me. Check? So let's just work with those 2 open guard entries to the X guard, and then we'll show a couple of moves from there, okay? Great. So I can technical stance to my knee on either side. Did we do that? Okay, I'd like everybody to get on their elbow, okay, and technical stance up to your knee. Okay, back elbow down, and then switch sides. Stance to your knee. Okay, pretty easy, right? Not rocket surgery. So, we're going to use this to our advantage by making him carry the vast majority of his weight. When I get into this position, I think one of the first things you should do here for our battle plan, okay, first thing you're going to do here, once you develop new stuff, you want to do something different, that's fine. But if I right away put him with all his weight over there, how's he doing? Not so great. Where am I? I'm on my elbow. Look, I'm going to block this leg. See where I'm at? All his weight's over that foot. If he tries to put weight up or back over me, it doesn't work real well. So now I've come up to my elbow, right? I can actually come up to my hand. If he's got more weight on me, I may have to do this, okay? But if I've got a good push and he's way over there, look, my hand, I can actually come all the way, right? Now Vince is pretty flexible. Most people are going to be falling from here, okay? See where I'm at? I want to pass from there. Control that leg so that you can get your head to the outside and pass. Check. So once again, I get into position. Boom, right away. First direction I'm going to push is towards my feet. Boom, coming up to my elbow. Okay, now I've got these pretty stretched out. So I like to come here and kind of scoop my butt back. Bring your foot back in towards me, Vince. Okay, see where I'm at? Now, elbow, I can go to my elbow. If I'm not out far enough, then I might have to do this. Okay, but that's why I like pushing. I push on his heel, get my hips away. Now look at all that weight over there. Or I can still, look, hand down, I can still come to my knee first and then stand up. Okay? You're working that pass right away. Okay? Once more. You want to see? Vince? Go ahead. Aubrey, please. Okay, even easier with a light guy. Alright, boom, I push him away. Alright, I'm up on my elbow. If I just take my feet here, he can step back. So I need to make sure that I keep a block. Okay? Pass into that outside. Once more, we're good. Okay, yes?
I see where you're stepping when you're taking back down.
When I'm up?
When you're stepping to taking down, you already got the leg up, you're already coming up.
I'm stepping behind his foot. I'll show you again. Guys, the X guard, if you don't know it and somebody puts you in it, it can be very frustrating, okay? Because they can push and pull you. They're under your base. They're under you, okay? So they can attack your balance, okay? How often do you see me in X guard?
Not very often.
Have you ever seen me in X guard?
I think so.
You think so?
Maybe.
Have you ever seen me in X guard? I've seen people trying to put me in X guard, or if I'm demonstrating and letting people work from that position, if we're doing positional drills, then yes, you see me in the X guard, okay? If somebody doesn't let you get the X guard, then it doesn't do you any good, okay? But if you're good at, if you work your entries and you get good at getting into it, you can get a game. But it's just like anything else. When it first came out, it was very frustrating. Marcelo Garcia did a lot of damage with it, but as soon as you start getting good at something, what happens? People learn it, they start learning the counters and the defenses and all that kind of stuff. So there are defenses, all this stuff. There are passes, okay? I just don't let people get that hook in for the most part. And then it's pretty easy to control. But that being said, if you don't know it and you find yourself in it, bad juju, or if the other person doesn't know it and you find yourself in it, good for you, right? So once more here, with the emphasis on the foot position, okay? Good control here. I push away with the legs coming up onto the elbow. Look, I'm blocking this leg. Okay, hard for him to do anything here. I've got him stretched out real good. Okay, I come up. If I need to come to my knee first, that's fine. Now look, what I'm shooting for, my lead leg is my lead arm. I'm shooting for the far side of his foot with my foot here. I control it, right? Where are you going from there, Aubrey? Okay, he's basically allowing me to pass. Check? All right, let's do it. This is just the technical stance, okay? X-guard, technical stance. Sweep takedown thing.
You sweep me first, por favor.
I may get into this position and push, but he fights his way back. Boom, when he fights his way back, he's close enough for me to grab this. Okay, when I can grab his foot, there's a lot of pressure here on my shin. Okay, I'm gonna switch, put my shin in here, and look, hips up. I come up into where? Yep, violator combat knee. See, he's all knocked out. Okay, so I push away, he fights his way back in. Look, I grab the foot. Okay, when I have the foot, look, I can do this with one shin in too. Okay, it's hips up, but look, now my foot's all tangled up in there. So before I do this, I like to bring this other knee out, okay? I push, I try to stand up, he's fighting his way back in. I suck it in with my legs, grab that ankle. Get your foot out. Okay, it's pretty tight. So now I come near, hips up, hey! And I come right up into my combat knee, and I can go right into my pass if he's still trying to recover from the sweep. See? Aubrey, please. Okay. Push. Fight his way back in. And grab that foot. Yeah, go ahead, grab that gi. Awesome. Because what does that do? He pulls me right up. As he's going, he pulls me right up. Okay. Did you guys see how I took my hook out on Aubrey, but I didn't get the other knee all the way in? His legs are shorter than mine, so it's tough for me to get my knee in, but it doesn't matter. I can still use that leg. It's this. Okay? This hips up movement is important when we're on our back. Okay? Check. All right, let's do it. This is the knee in sweep. Okay? Television on the video. They'll be like, man, don't watch that last X-Guard video. Oh my gosh. All right, so guys, I can either choose to play a game here, or he may force it on me. So I'm gonna show you with him forcing the game on me, and then we'll show you how we can just go ahead and do it. A lot of times, guys will start pushing the hooks. If he pushes my bottom hook down first to try and clear it, if I keep it back here, he's actually giving me a real good angle here. Okay, this is a good basic move. We use this in just about a lot of our guard postures. We're gonna do the bum dump. I'm gonna pull on his ankle with the push, the foot that that's hooked low now, and I've got this up in the hip. Plus, if I've got a good grip here, I should be up over the knee. So I peel this back at the same time. 1, 2, 3. I have to pull this leg out as we're going, right? And come right up into my what? Huh? Which one?
Meathead.
Oh, meathead, right? Once again, we're here. If that's not your pass, that may not be the game that you want to play. You see what I'm saying? That's why we show kind of where we end up on these. If I start off with my number one and I'm pushing him here, that's because I want to come up and get on top and play my game. I'm trying to stand up and hit my technical stance. Okay? If I come back here and hit my two, right, I get my grip, then I'm going to be in a similar position, but I'm going to be coming up into what? Huh? Yeah, combat knee or violator, right? Because I'm sitting up over it. So if that's my pass, if that's my game, then this should be should be one of the things that I'm looking for. But if I like the meathead and I'm good at the meathead, I don't even have to wait for him to push this hook down. Okay, we can get right to here and I can just drop this hook. I pull with this leg, I pull with this leg, pull here, right? And look, as I peel this back, I'm coming right up into it, leg on shoulder. Please. Okay? So I can choose to drop this down. If he's standing close, like, you know, we gotta manipulate this. If I can't grab his leg, then it's further away, right? If I'm pushing and he tries to pull back in, now I'm in a good position here. Okay, I pull with this, I pull with this, I pull with this. I take it back, as he's going back, I pull this out, I'm gonna get the arm under the leg. Okay, generally it's not gonna be this smooth because he's gonna start grabbing and everything, but I'm in a real good double meathead position. Like I said, if he decides to start fighting me and pushes this bottom hook down, he's putting himself into that position. Okie dokie, let's do it. Then we're going to come into is he's trying to clear this top hook, right? Because if he can clear this top hook out, now that stops limiting some of his side to side and stuff like that. So if he pushes this foot down and he clears it, I can hook it here now. See where I'm at? Now I've got a hook behind the knee and a hook in front of the ankle. I'm going to take him to his face. This is the face plant from the X guard. Okay, and again, now I can come back to my gable grip here. I'm pulling here, I'm pulling here. See where we're at? Now look, I want to keep this stuff up. See where I'm at? Like, he can either try to run away, right? In which case, where are we? If he's trying to sprint away, we go back to that sprint counter from the other day, or he's going to try to turn back into us. But look, I'm already past those legs, so I need to stay past these legs here. Okay? So we're here, I start playing my game, he pushes that hook out to beat it, so I just pass it out. I can fight him a little bit, when he starts cranking my toes, no problem, I just come here, look, he's already bent over. I can grab his knee, right, give him a little extra help here, but this pushes into the knee, this pulls at the ankle, and I'm driving in here. See where I'm at? So now no matter where he's trying to go, right, where are you going to go from there? Yeah, he's trying to crawl away, it's tough. Because I've got a good control, and I can come into the side. Okay, no gi, I don't have that same control, so I got to be ready to hit that sprint counter. Okay? And again, you know, if I'm going to play the X guard, for me, this isn't, you know, I don't go boom and then pull this hook out and do this move. If I've got this hook, I want to use it. I want to play one of the other games that we're doing. But if he clears this hook, right, well then he's going to be trying to pass now. So if he's bent over here now, yeah, he feels it going, right? I push, I pull. I'm blocking his hips here, right? Where's he going to go from here? You know, try to get out. Okay, I'm in a good position. I've got the underhook, I hit that bar side cradle, and I passed. What's that called?
Face plant.
Face plant. All right, let's hit it from the next part. Butterfly guard here, kind of similarly. Butterfly guard like this. So, just our basic butterfly guard from a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago. If you don't know this, guys, just start in the X guard on this move, okay? So, I grab this elbow, I control, I start to do my sweep. He bases up on this foot to avoid the sweep. Oh, look what we have here. I underhook, keep your base, keep your base, keep your base. I underhook the leg, I bring this leg through, and I'm in my good X guard. Okay, he stood up to avoid the sweep, but when he stood up, he gave me room to bring this back hook through and get into my X guard. Okay, now, our basic game is push and pull. I push to try to come up. If he pushes back into me, come in, I grab the ankle, and I've got sweeps and all that kind of stuff. Another move that I can do that's very effective, if he's got a good base, if I'm lifting, I'm trying to get him off his base and it's not working, look, I go 2-on-1. Okay, 2-on-1 on this leg. I lift with my legs in the hand and bring the leg over. Okay, now look. Where do you think I'm going here? Okay, I bring this other hook through. Seen that before? What do we call it? Laser boy, right? Taking the back from the X guard. So if you don't know the butterfly sweep, that's fine. Just work from here. Okay? 2-on-1 on the leg. Okay? I lift with my hooks, bring the leg over. Okay? I can put it over here as long as I control it. I don't want to run away here. Right away, I grab that belt or the skirt. Okay? Now this hook comes across. Oh, pull the lever. Right? I'm getting my grips here first so that he's up here defending. As he's defending the choke, my hooks go in. You want to see? Okay. Show you what he wants more here. Okay, good X guard. What do these hands do? 2 on 1 on the leg, right? I lift the legs, lifting him over. Look guys, I want to get this grip on the outside so we can't run away. As soon as I get this grip up here. Okay? These legs are still kind of controlling. If he tries to run away, it's hard for him. Like even if I'm here, if he tries to run away, it's tough for him to get away here. Once I get this grip, this leg comes across, right? And whatever he's doing, it's hard to not get put into the lazy boy. Okay? You might fall off the lazy boy looking for your chips or your beer or something, but it's hard to avoid once you're in position for it. Okay? Any questions? All right, so let's hit that from the back. If you guys want, if you know your butterfly sweep, you can work from the butterfly guard. Okay. Start the sweep. He stands up to avoid the sweep. Look, where am I? Underneath the leg. Through the leg through. Now I'm here as he's trying to get his base. Boom. I'm putting him in the lazy boy, taking that back. Okay, go. Do it. One here. From our X guard position, our number 1 move here kind of for our system, if you will, not that it has to be yours, but it's a real good starting point, since my legs are strong and I can attack his balance, is to drive him this way, coming up, right, and working my technical stance to the pass. Okay, that's Monday, Tuesday move, okay? This is a very common move, very strong move. You'll see guys like Marcelo Garcia and others doing it to super heavyweights in the open and things like that. But it's also very common for the guy, when I start to drive, okay, sprint. It's very common for them to sprint out, do the sprint escape, especially wrestlers, right? So we need to be ready for that. One of the reasons that we're gripped up above the knee here is so that when I do this, if he starts to sprint, I can bring this down in the crook of his knee. All right, I want to follow it up. Boom. Okay, I can actually get, calf cut here, but sometimes those aren't legal. So be careful with that. Once you get this pin to the ground, come around, control the hip. All right. There you go. He decides to sit the guard. In a good position. This is more of a counter to a very common escape. Okay? Even after I show this to you, people are going to use this to get out. I use this one all the time. It's a great escape, like the sprint escape. But if you're running on the spot with your gable grip cutting that knee down, it's harder for them to get away. But if I'm down here, below the knee, once he starts his sprint escape, he's out. I don't have a chance. And that's what happens very, very commonly. But if I'm here where I need to be above the knee, now when I start to drive, he feels it. Oh, look at that. Brought him right down, okay? Keep that pin to the ground, climb up the back, take the back. If he's a wrestler, I'm going to probably get the back. If he's a jiu-jitsu guy, he's going to try to sit the guard, and I want to end up on the side control there. Palm to palm. Back in the crook of the knee, drop to the ground. Good. Okay, let's do it. It's kind of like I said, we got a little more of an advanced class today. So in any guard position, I want to be able to think, all 4 directions. Okay? So I can take him this direction, right? And come up and play my game here and take him that way, right? Or here standing up. Okay? If he fights his way back into me, boom, like he's coming back into me this way. Now my sweep's gonna actually be over here, but I have to get him to move into me before I grab this foot, okay? So once I grab that foot and this comes out, now I have a sweep. So I've got him going forward and back. The sweep isn't over this way, but his direction for me to set this up and grab the foot is forward and back. Now, the bum dump, and the face plant are side to side. So now I can threaten him in any one of these directions, okay? And quite frankly, now those are the basics, okay? So now if we do something like he's playing with my feet, and I grab his sleeve, and I take him off in this angle, look, where am I? I don't even have to stand up. But this is dependent on what? Him having the gi. It's hard to play get the wrist grips when we're doing no gi. So the basis that I've showed you here with the 4 directions works gi and no gi. That's where our beginner curriculum is. Gi and no gi, boom, boom, other than obviously like the collar chokes and stuff like that. But now once we add the gi into it, now we got additional control points and we can do additional things. Also, if like say I do the bum dump, if I get the sleeve when I do this, look, this helps bring me up and I can actually change my pass and get right into my pass. All right? So, any of our guards and any of our passing, we want to have that 4 directions kind of mentality, okay? With the escapes, like as a white belt, you want to have 2 or 3 good escapes from each position, right? As a blue belt, you want to be establishing this 4 directions on the sweeping, 4 directions on the passes, so that you can be what? From the top. Relentless, right? Relentless. If you can sweep any direction and you can switch on them any time, that's where you want to be. Okay? Any questions on the approach? No? Make sense? Not just battling and whatever. All right, cool. Let's do a little bit of X guard passing.